What evidence do you have in this case?
An audio I have of me talking to him.
Were you distracted from the things that you came there for? Finish the program?
No. See, when I got pregnant, that's when I left. That's why that's another reason why, like, I was just wanting to tell you, like, you know, that when I was there, I had gotten pregnant by you. I was just so sick from being pregnant, you know, and then, you know, and that's when I ended up, like, getting out of the program. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, did the age difference ever bother you? As you watch my daughter's fall, they used to come up there on campus sometimes.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I had three small girls.
I don't think so. I've never seen your daughters. Like, even then, if that's what you wanted, if you actually maybe wanted me to, you know, get pregnant.
I'm sure that's not any person's intention, but you know,
No.
yeah. I always thought you was the sweetest. Oh man, and I introduced myself to you, and I probably was wrong because of the age difference and stuff, but I just couldn't. It was past magical. It was like, oh my God, one of the most remarkable, exciting women. Yes, you are one of the most exciting, remarkable women in the world. You 35 now? Can I tell you something? You're a grown woman now.
You don't mind me asking, what are they saying? Because I personally, myself, and I can say this, I personally went to the counselors and told them that I thought something was going on and that they needed to check into it. So are they trying to act as if none of this occurred?
Yes, ma'am, they are. They said they had no knowledge of this whatsoever. They didn't know anything about this at all.
Oh, well, that's a lie. I will say that's a lie. Because I know that I went personally, and that night I called. They were very much aware. Yeah. They were very much aware. I and the roommates that were with us, I was the ringleader. I called and I called the TC and I said, something is going on and you guys need to look into it. I don't know if you remember that night, they stopped you at the door and then they wouldn't let us open the door. And then they eventually called us and told us we could open the door. I personally went to them and talked to them.
And then the thing that
it was thrown under the rug.
And that's my complaint, and that has been my complaint with Johnson C. Smith from the beginning. I actually dropped out of Upper Bound.
Already out of jail just hours after he was arrested and charged with sexually assaulting a teenager. Michael Peterson worked at Johnson C. Smith University when that assault allegedly happened 20 years ago. Tonight, Eyewitness News reporter Glenn Counts learned he was most recently working, though, at a local charter school. Glenn?
Well, Michael Peterson surrendered to deputies here at the Mecklenburg County Jail this morning, and by mid-afternoon, he had already made bond and was already free. Now, he worked at Lake Norman Charter for about a year and a half, teaching middle and high schoolers, and we want to stress that no accusations have come from his time there. Over the weekend, Michael James Peterson resigned his position at Lake Norman Charter. Parents who were here tonight for a lacrosse game were already aware because the school had sent out a letter.
They always do. This is just one of those schools that they're on it before, you know, and anything ever seems to go into bigger modes.
Queen Amali Miller told Channel 9 last week that Peterson sexually assaulted her when she was just 14 years old. She was participating in a federal education program called Upward Bound at Johnson C. Smith University.
It happened many times throughout the summer.
Janet Harmon is the director of Pat's Place, which interviews abused children and teens. She says cases like this make parents want to ask questions of their kids.
Though parents may be very eager to find out, is for them to remain calm. They don't want to convey anxiety to their child.
It is also very important to make sure your child knows that you believe them, or they could hold that burden for a lifetime like Queen and Molly Miller did, only coming forward as a result of the Me Too movement.
The torment of just being assaulted over and over again.
Now, Peterson was charged with 4 counts of statutory rape and 4 counts of indecent liberties. His bond was set at $60,000, which he was obviously able to make. Reporting live from the Mecklenburg County Jail, Glenn Counts, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
How does someone like this have 8 felony charges and charges are dismissed?
You know, Christina, that's a great question. I am not sure how someone would have 8 felony charges and they all get dismissed. I really want to know how myself. I'm really outraged. You know, the reason why I'm sitting here taping this, and this is hard for me to do today, is because how does someone get 8 felony charges and then they're all dismissed? Especially when you have the kind of evidence that we have in this case. You know, I've thought about that long and hard, and that's really hurt me that, you know, I've come out with this case, you know, and I did everything I was supposed to do, and then this teacher that hurt me and my family the way that he did is able to walk away from something like this and not have a care in the world, and the system lets him off. You know, so I'm really hurt by that, and I'm not sure why he got off with having 8 felony charges dismissed.